Hello class, today we're going to go over the integumentary system for the lab purpose. We are going to go over the model and some slides, microscopic slides. So when I introduce you to the integumentary system, this is a body's outer covering, superficial. This made up of skin and its accessory structures like a nail, hair, etc. It protects underlying tissues, help regulate body temperature, and provides sensory information. So the skin, if we look at that, the outer part, there are three different layers. If you look at that, this main layers of the skin, which is epidermis and dermis. Hypodermis we study along with that for that because that's anchor that skin to that underlying deeper structures. Epidermis is the outer covering, then dermis, that is the main skin portion. So we see a lot of connective tissue structures you see inside the dermis. Before I go into the epidermis, there are different layers. Again, epidermis, 5 different layers. We're going to go over some of the structures in that dermal layer. So first I'm going to go over the arrector pillae muscle. This one is connected to that hair follicle to that epidermis. When they contract, it provides the goosebumps. So here this one is a sebaceous gland closer to that hair follicle. This is a hair follicle. So there are some corpuscles. This is a Pacinian corpuscle. It's like a balloon with a string. So somebody that give you that touching or here in the, it's because it's a deeper, it's detect deep pressure, vibrations, etc. This is a sweat gland, eccrine, sweat gland. So what else? There are a lot of blood vessels in the dermal layer. Epidermal layer, you don't see that. In the hypodermis, this particular portion, you see a lot of fat molecules. So if you look at the model, this maybe you see in your labs, epidermis, this portion, the darker layer over here on the top. This is a thick skin. You see thick skin on palm of your hands or sole of your feet. This is a thin skin example. If you see here, there is another balloon like structure over here. This is a Meissner's corpuscle. Which detect touch and texture. So this is the one I mentioned here, Pacinian corpuscle. Dermal layer, you see that again sebaceous gland, which is oil gland, pseudophorus gland. We see over here too, hair follicle. This is also pseudophorus gland. So this is a hypodermis, lot of adipose tissues you see in this region. So some the models look like this. There are 5 layers. The outer layer, which is the stratum coronum, this is the one showing over here. Stratum lucidum, the lighter color, stratum granulosum. It's a granule like inside the cells. You can see a bunch of them. Spinosum. So they attach to each one. You can see some areas. Bacilli, that's in deep layer. This is a structure. This is a layer is the one only divide and making more cells. They're pushing to this way superficially. So this stratum coronum outer layer is the dead cells. When they shed off, this will move to replace that. There are different types of cells. Melanocytes, one of the cells you see in that epidermis. Then most of the cells are keratinocytes. Then other nerve cells, you can see sensory neuron, Merkel cells, some immune related cells also you see in that, see in this layer. This is a slide. This is everything the lighter color. Dermis. This is a epidermis. So you can see how this is a stratum coronum. It's a dead cells. Anything else in that one? I'm looking at that. You should be seeing that some. So you can see some pigment melanin cells, melanocytes. So these cells are what? Keratinized. These cells are keratinized. Stratified because it's not one layer, there are many layers of then squamous cells. They are not cuboid, they are not columnar, they are squamous. Tissue. They are keratinized, stratified squamous epithelial tissue. Then skin pigments, when we talk about them, so melanocytes produce melanin, which is a pigment. So there are 2 different forms. Eumelanin, they provide that black brown color shades, and pheomelanin, which give the red in color. So the darker skin result from higher melanin production. So you can see here the light shade skin, they have melanocytes. The productions, you look at this one compared to that darker skin shades, you can see a lot of melanin is produced and accumulate in that keratinocytes. So this melanin, which increase with the UV exposure, as keratinocytes stimulate that, keratinocytes stimulate melanocytes. Melanin, like I said, protects DNA and prevents folic acid breakdown, but excessive amount can reduce vitamin D production. Remember that one. Vitamin D, in order to produce vitamin D, this skin we exposed to UV is important. Skin pigmentation reflects a balance between UV protection, folic acid preservation, and vitamin D synthesis. So you can see that when you go up there, you can see all these cells. Keratinocytes has that melanosomes. They produce melanosomes, what melanin inside. They're protecting that DNA from that UV rays. UV, not UH, UV rays. Okay, that's it for this. Make sure you look at these slides, models and stuff.